Hello, Mallory. How are you doing?
Hi, good Tivy. I wanted to strategize a little bit around a donor that I have who has been involved in my organization, Global Student Embassy, for the last 5 years. They've been giving around maybe $1,000 a year, and they've been coming to some of our events as well. But I'm really trying to figure out their appetite for being more involved. And I've heard that they've given to other organizations like up to $50,000 a year. And I'm trying to figure out my sort of strategy for positioning our organization for a gift like that.
Great context. Thank you for sharing that. You're in a really strong position here. You have an existing relationship, consistent giving, and evidence that this donor is capable of giving significantly more. That's a fantastic foundation to build from. Before we jump into strategy, I want to understand one key piece. What kind of conversations have you already had with this donor, if any, about what specifically draws them to Global Student Embassy? What lights them up or feels most personally meaningful to them? The reason I'm asking is because the bridge between a $1,000 gift and a $50,000 gift is rarely about persuasion. It's almost always about resonance. When a donor sees their values and their identity amplified through your work, they naturally want to do more. So understanding what emotionally connects them to your mission is the first puzzle piece. When you respond, I'll guide you on how to strategically deepen that connection and position for a values-aligned invitation that's both authentic and ambitious.
So I don't know exactly because they've given that $1,000 mostly at an event, but at those events, they're hearing about the impact that the program is having on students' emotional well-being, their environmental literacy skills, the community building that they're doing at school. So they tend to give that $1,000 after they're hearing stories around the impact that the organization makes.
That's really helpful, and it actually gives us a great opening. If their giving tends to follow moments when they're hearing powerful, mission-aligned stories, that's a sign they are emotionally resonating with the work. What's likely missing is a deeper window into how their investment could amplify that impact in a concrete way, and that's where you can start to strategically shift the dynamic from passive to participatory. The next move here isn't about making a big ask. It's about creating space for a richer conversation. I'd encourage you to invite them into a one-on-one conversation, not about money, but about vision. You could position it as wanting their thoughts as a longtime supporter who clearly resonates with your mission. Here's a light touch way to open that door. You've been with us for so many years, and it's clear that something in our work really speaks to you. I'd love to learn more about what you've connected with most, and share a few things we're dreaming up that I think you'll find exciting. Could we find 30 minutes to talk? This does a few things. It honors their existing engagement, important for relationship and trust. It gives you permission to ask open-ended questions about what moves them most and to listen for alignment with your bigger funding opportunities. It sets the stage for a potential follow-up conversation where an invitation to significantly deepen their giving could feel natural, not forced. How comfortable do you feel making that kind of invitation right now?
So I'm going to finish that because I could go on and on, but I want to show you what happens when you finish a coaching conversation because it takes a few moments to generate some results, but then you'll get key action items and next steps, and you'll get a session recap. And you can click on any of the action items that we give you, and we'll help you. She already went through what that invitation would sound like, but you can also use our tool to help you craft that in your own voice and messaging. You can see that the tool is asking some clarifying questions in order to be able to help you with that. You can grab your transcript from that conversation. Let's say you really loved what Tivy said and you wanted to just copy and paste that here and turn that into an email. That gives you a sense for the wraparound coaching experience with Tivy.